Be warned, readers, this video may contain spoilers for the content included. Now that you have been fairly warned, let's begin today's retrospective. Welcome back to a series of unfortunate events, The Bad Beginning by Lemony Snicket. In Chapter 11, the hook-handed man traps Violet in the tower. He then brings Klaus into the tower room as well. For several hours, the children were stuck by themselves, while the troupe and Count Olaf prepared for the play. The siblings comforted each other. Violet thought of some ideas for inventions to escape. Klaus thought of some ways to null the marriage. No matter what, the children were trapped, and that became glaringly obvious when Count Olaf arrived to take Violet and Klaus to prepare for their roles. But, as they walked down the tower, Violet stared at her left hand and thought harder than she ever had in her life. In Chapter 12, even though their position was dire, Violet and Klaus couldn't help being amazed at the hustle and bustle of the theater life. This is the first time they have ever been backstage of a production. It would be amazing if Violet wasn't about to marry Count Olaf in order to save Sunny. The two were changed into their costumes, and just as Strauss noticed the children. They spoke and tried to convince her to change her lines so that they weren't participating in an official ceremony. Alas, just as Strauss felt it would be better to do what the Count says. Violet and Klaus were running out of options. Then Mr. Poe came to wish the children luck. Klaus tried to tell Mr. Poe what was really going on, but Count Olaf was right beside him with a walkie-talkie in his hand, at the ready to tell the hook-handed man to drop Sunny should the children cause a ruckus. And so the marriage portion of the play began. Violet and Klaus had no other way out, and had to go through with the Count's plan. Just as Strauss began the ceremony, and asked if the Count and Violet would take each other's hands in marriage. They both said "I do," and Violet signed the wedding certificate with her left hand. Well, it appears that the children couldn't do anything in the end. Or is there still one thing left to try? It appears that Violet has an idea. After all, since the beginning we have been told and reminded that Violet is right-handed. It's been mentioned again and again that she is right-handed, and now she stares at her left hand, and signs the document with her left hand. And I will leave it there at that. The end is coming soon, so how will signing the document with her left hand solve anything? Or will this action be frivolous and not change anything? Until the end, readers, keep on reading.